Welcome back, everyone. R.J. Horowitz for Foliage Properties. In this venue, we'd like to talk to you about why we are different, and we are considerably different than anybody else that I know of in New England. The reason being is that we are the buyers of the real estate with access up to $4 million. So at any given month, we can do multiple transactions that may take aging requirements of 3 days to 3 months, 91 days or greater. So we have the access to the capital to be able to complete the transactions as a buyer. Subset of that information is that in a real estate transaction where you're looking for a short sale completion, the realtor may go out and try to find a buyer. They have the client, they've signed them up, it's been on the market for 4 months, and they're still looking for a buyer. They finally find the buyer is not necessarily qualified, or they come ahead and they gather and put the documentation and then they submit it. What we do in our process as being the buyer, automatically, all these transactions, we're the buyer. You already have one. We compress the timeline by which we actually complete the transaction. We work in conjunction with you on the same team, along with the property owner, against the bank to be able to complete the transaction. We are the buyers. We have cash to complete the transaction. Number two, we do all the negotiations in 3 different time zones. This is important for you to know because all banks are not located in the Eastern time zone. They could be in Central, Mountain, or Pacific. We have 4 people that work in 3 different time zones to complete follow-up, verify that the documentation has not only been received, but has been accepted in the transaction. So you're not making the phone calls. Big deal. Reason being, it saves you all this amount of time. You don't want to miss that phone call from someone in the Pacific that calls you at 9 o'clock at night because they're working overtime 6 o'clock in LA. Third item is that we do all the legal documents with our corporate in-house attorneys. Big deal because the fact we can control the legal documentation, we know what has been represented, we know what's been signed off on, and is coordinated in one central location. Our corporate attorneys talk to the institution's corporate attorneys, they make certain representations, they put it in writing, we all sign off on it, we go to closing. Homeowner gets out of the obligation, bank gets paid, realtors get their commissions, and we might make a substantial amount of money. Thank you for listening.